Morning, happy new year, and it's absolutely freezing out. It's -6 out at the moment. Cobwebs are all frozen. So even the air source heat pump whirring away at the moment, so yeah. But pond's nice and toasty. If it warms up a little bit and things defrost, I'll be fitting the new air pumps later on today. But I thought I'd just come out and show you the frost. I'm in the gardens and everything like that. Yeah, so it's proper icy. That's the air source heat pump just gone off. That's been flicking on and off for all night long. And the temperature, it has warmed up a little bit, but temperature gauge there is still below 0 on that one. Like I said, it was -6 about an hour ago, but all the steam coming off the pond. I don't know whether it's showing up on camera there. You lift that up and you get a nice little bit of steam coming off of there, so you know they're toasty and warm. They've just been fed, but as usual they will come back up. Keep them all covered up. It's far too cold to be out here. Anyway, I'll see you in a minute. So, had a delivery today. My air pumps have turned up. So I went for the jacod jeabo eco air pumps, the PA range. So I've gone for a PA 35 and a PA 100. 35 is going to go on the Spindrifter bottom drain air system, and the 100 is going to go onto the Nexus for keep my media boiling. Now they claim to be 40% higher pressure than a normal air pump, so we'll be, you know, that'll be seen. Hope it ain't too powerful on 35, because at the moment I've got a Evolution Aqua 70 on there, or 75, which I'm having to tee off and vent half of it to atmosphere, otherwise it's tries to blow the top off the bottom drain, and it's like a jacuzzi in the pond, and so that's why I went for a lower 35 litres per minute one, but we'll see. It's supposed to be super quiet. The 35 is only supposed to be 32 decibels and the 100 is 38, and it's they claim to be lower power consumption, saving about 30% in power to equivalent air pumps. Like I said, I've done a lot of research, and a lot of you guys out there got in contact with me when I talked about it last week and sort of said that you're running them and, you know, you're really pleased with them, and, you know, think they're really good. So we'll see. But I'll do an unboxing, open them up, have a little look at them, and we'll see how things go. So I might as well start with the 100. Open it up, have a little look inside. It's quite well packaged, which is always quite a good sign. So first thing you come to is your little bag of bits and pieces. rubber key piece, which is pretty standard sort of on the koi pumps. 6mm distributor, unlike the other makes like Evolution Aqua and things like that. There's no valves. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that, the phone went. But anyway, yeah, so there's that. Little brass screw-in valve with what's that, 8-10mm adapter, which hopefully that's probably what I'll use, depending on what's less restrictive. And then 2 clips, one in the bag there. Put that all away. And get that out.
Thank you very much. All right then.
So, first look, about the same size as the Evolution Aqua one, but the case actually is metal. Whether that's any good. The actual main case is metal, and then you've got a plastic, which is where your filter sits for the air, and the air comes in through the sides there. And yeah, so got a screw in there, so I screwed a little brass valve in if you want to use that. Yeah, so that screws up, okay. Hefty unit, it weighs a bit, and unusually comes fitted with a plug, which unfortunately I'm going to have to cut off and wire it into my control box. But yeah, seems well made, strong body. Now do I plug it in and see what sort of noise it makes? I think I'll do that in a sec. So plugged in, just going to switch it on. Now bearing in mind that there's no thing on the end there to control the air, so what you can hear is the air coming out. I don't think I'm going to get a true reading of that until I actually wire it all up. It is sat on a hard table, no rubber underneath or anything like that. So weather being nice, I'll get it wired up tomorrow and we'll see how quiet they actually are. At the moment I don't think there's a lot of difference. Morning, Happy New Year, and it's absolutely freezing out. It's -6 out at the moment. Cobwebs are all frozen. So even the air source heat pump whirring away at the moment, so yeah. But pond's nice and toasty. If it warms up a little bit and things defrost, I'll be fitting the new air pumps later on today. But I thought I'd just come out and show you the frost. I'm in the gardens and everything like that. Yeah, so it's proper icy. That's the air source heat pump just gone off. That's been flicking on and off for all night long. And the temperature, it has warmed up a little bit, but temperature gauge there is still below zero on that one. Like I said, it was -6 about an hour ago, but all the steam coming off the pond. I don't know whether it's showing up on camera there. You lift that up and you get a nice little bit of steam coming off of there, so you know they're toasty and warm. They've just been fed, but as usual they will come back up. But keep them all covered up. It's far too cold to be out here. Anyway, I'll see you in a minute. Morning. Something in the way there, that's better. Anyway, didn't get to do the pumps the other day. One, it was too bloody cold to fiddle about with little wires and things like that, and my hands were freezing. And some other bits and pieces cropped up, so I'm going to swap the pumps over today. And thing is, well, I say they've quietened down. I mean, they have quietened down a bit. It must be the cold weather or something like that. It's made the components shrink or something, I don't know. But the two EA ones seem a lot quieter. But anyway, get these two out. And get the other two in. And connect them up into the switch box and that lot. Anyway, let's get these two out and see how the new ones go in, see how quiet they are. So slide the little lever across, lift it up, put a prop under there, and there's what it's all about there. So again, so that's my pump, that's my UV, air pump 1, air pump 1, air pump 2, outdoor light. Can't remember what I've got connected up now. So just unscrew the cable ties or cable security things. That's them off, and then all these is to release the cables. All you've got to do is just push them back and pull the cable out, but I'm going to have to move the camera out of the way to do that, so I'll do that and I'll get back to you in a sec. And to release the cables even further, you've got a little screw connected under here. Just unscrew these, and that takes the pressure off the clamp. Some of these leads are a bit too small. I just pull this out, and just pull. That's them out, and then just a case of removing the pumps. Now you can see the EA pumps are quite hefty units actually, really, size-wise. That's the 95, which is a fairly big pump, but considering that's sort of like a 70, it's quite a big unit compared to the other ones I got. But I'll go get them out now, and then we've got to cut the plugs off. So you can see I've got the 35, the PA35, jeabo PA35 out of the box. didn't show you this when I done the unboxing. You know, almost identical looking to the PA100, just a lot smaller. And you see it sat along the 70 there, the Evolution Aquas 70. Quite a bit of size difference, so hopefully there'll be quite a bit of noise difference as well. Anyway, get the plug cut off and we'll get it wired in. So that's the first one in, up and running. I used the existing boot from the EA ones, but I'm going to swap that over because it's not quite a tight fit on there. But at the moment I think that's quite a bit quieter. We'll find out when I close the box up, but I need to get the second one in place, swap the boot over with the one that came supplied so I get a tighter seal on it. I have opened up, I was hoping not to have the air valves on, but it's still just with a 35 on there. It's like a jacuzzi at the moment, so instead of having two open, look down on here, I did have two open, one either side, but I've just opened that one a little bit, and looking underneath the covers doesn't seem too bad. I might have to open it a bit more. I don't know whether we can see down here. Just make it out. A fair bit of water movement. I'm going to play around with that a bit more when I can see what I'm doing. But yeah, get the second box, get the second one fitted and see how we're going. Handy tip for any electrics though, cutting cables. These are the dogs. Picked this one up from I think it was Halfords actually, not B&Q, it was Halfords. Handy things to use, make wire stripping and cutting and crimping and everything like that ever a lot easier. So yeah, I do a lot of electrical work and that. I play around with cars and things as well, so these are handy things to have if you're doing a lot of electrical stuff all the time. Anyway, get the plug off the second one, get that in place, and we'll see what that sounds like. First thing to do, remember to slide this over your wires, otherwise you'll be buggered when it comes to putting them back in. Make sure the wires are close together. You've got to feed them up through. That's where you need two hands again. Them in. Sort them out in the order that they're going. Little twist of the wires. Now you can solder the wires. It's just a case of lining up with a hole, push the little lever forward and feed it in. Give it a little pull, make sure it's in there nice and snug, and they'll do the same with the others. So all in. Just need to put the clip in and then screw them up. been playing with electrics a long time, so anyway, that's that bit. And then it's just a case of sliding up the cable connector under there and screwing that back into place. That's all nice and tight. That's all connected. Drop the box down. No, before I do that, make sure the seal's in place. Make sure that's all in place. Drop that down. Move that out of the way. Pull the cobweb off. Put that. Push that in. That's it, locked in. Air pump 2 off. Air pump 1 on. 2 on. Turn it off a minute until we get it into position. So that's the second one in place. Sort these out. Move them out of the way. And then turn on. Okay, noise sounds good to me, not too noisy. Move the stuff out of the way. Shut the door. Oh, that's a lot better. Still hear them that you're going to, I suppose. But so far, yeah, that seems a lot quieter to me. So, happy with that. something else I'm going to get onto today. You can hear me alright over the air source heat pump going at the moment. It's only because I got a couple of covers off and the filters covered as well. So, K Plus Media. Had 25 litres of it for Christmas. So I did speak about it on one of my previous videos, but just sort of like go over the highlights again. Different to the normal K1 media, the K Plus it's supposed to mature faster. Now it's got added minerals and salts actually in the plastic, so when these are being made, minerals and salts are actually added to the liquid plastic in the process and that lot, and then once it dries out, you know, it looks like a normal piece of filter media. Now what happens is when you actually add it to the water, first stage that happens is the actual salts dissolve, and so the surface edges of the media actually roughens up slightly, making it easier for your bacteria to adhere to. And then there's various minerals and proteins are actually embedded in to actually act as food for your filter media, and the results of this is a lot faster maturation and a stronger and healthier friendly bacteria population, or that's the theory. Now I did get a small handful of this media just to look at. I got the white, which is floating, and you can get black, which is sinking. I think the black was sort of designed for tropical tanks, some of these filters and that lot. I've got something now where you can use that. I think it's mainly designed for that, and also they were playing with the idea and saying that it can be used in backy showers. I know it's been tried a few different places. As to what result, I don't know, but I'm going to add this in to me filter now. So I had the standard 50 litres. I brought some 5 litre buckets over the time I've had it, and I think I put in 4 of them, so that's another 20 litres plus this 25, so that's 40, so it should take me up to about 95 litres. The new air pump I got should handle that totally fine, but we'll find out in a minute. Get some fitters, open this up, give you a close-up view of the media. I'll give you the spiel on the front anyway, like I said. So glass leading protective surface area of 1.025 meters squared per meters cubed, if that means anything to you out there. It's a lot. Moulded with minerals for faster beneficial bacteria development. Floating version is ideal for moving beds, pond filters and MBBRs, and the sinking version is ideal for downflow filters. So get the bag open, just tear a corner off and I'll show you one of the medias. But before I do that, I've got a bag of Saki Akari Friend here. I opened it up, but I've literally only had a few spoonfuls out of it. My fish don't like it. Just refused outright to eat it. It's cheaper range of Saki Akari food. It's sort of like their budget food. It's supposed to be uniquely balanced nutrient mix, flavoured pellets that Koi love. It's a medium-sized pellet, which is 5 to 5.5 millimetre. Anybody wants it, it's theirs. Preferably somebody local, so you can come pick it up. Like I said, it's been sealed since I opened it. Best before the 11th 2022. So, you know, like I said, it's no good for me. My fish don't like it. Your fish might, but it's a free bag of food. Anybody wants it, let me know, and we'll sort something out, sort of like getting it up to you. Alright, so that's going away. Anyway, get the K K Plus media open, and I'll show you that. So there on the left is a standard piece of K1 mature, as you can see, right by the brown colour and that lot. And on the right hand side there is the new K Plus. Now you can see you've got an extra ring round the out, well, just on the inside there, giving you more little holes there for bacteria to colonise, as well as a centre cross. Ridges on the outside, same as the other one, but like I said, there's supposed to be salt in the makeup of this that breaks down and gives that a rougher surface. So as soon as it goes in contact with water, it starts to dissolve. It won't affect your parameters because it is a non-oil amount, but it just roughens up the surface a bit easier to, like I said, hopefully give the surface a rougher surface for the bacteria to adhere to. Anyway, I'm going to slowly pour this into my filter and see how it goes. The problem with getting media in these little channels, it's not the easiest thing to do, so it's going to have to be done slowly without it going everywhere. See, there's one disappeared already. Dish those 2 pieces out. 3 pieces, 4 pieces, whatever. 5 pieces. I'll have the rest in a minute. Get that out. That's it. Give it a squish around. Now it's up to you. You can add filter start gel to the process. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to suck it and see what happens. Now, I know my water level looks a bit low at the moment, but that was deliberate. I cleaned the filters out. Well, it's toasty and warm. I cleaned the filters out, as I said, anyway, and sort of like when I clean the filters, that's like doing a water change, or a partial water change, I should say. And Alright, just grabbing these bits up here, and I haven't topped it up yet, but the main reason being because I knew I'd be adding this, and if it's up to its normal level, adding this, it would have been a bit more of a mare than what it is at the moment. As you can see at the moment, it's still doing the usual new media thing of floating around at the moment. All sat on the top, but hopefully within a couple of days that should be bubbling along with the rest of it, but we will find out. I'll get it all covered up anyway now because I'm losing heat, and we'll have a look at it. What's today? Saturday, so I'll have a look at it tomorrow. Just gonna have a check on it, see how it's doing, see whether there's any big change yet. I doubt it, but might be pleasantly surprised. Alright, leave it there. So came out, media's been in a little over 24 hours, K plus, and it is starting to sink already. It's not sat as high. It's starting to mix in with the other media. It's hard to believe that 25 litres gone in there. So another 24, well no, 48 hours probably, and that'll probably be sort of like bouncing around with the rest of it maybe. Like I said, heating should help mature it a bit faster, but yeah, everything's looked good. But back to work tomorrow, so might not be able to look at it again until weekend, but we shall see. If I get back during the week, I shall pop the covers off and have a little look and see how we're getting on. I know we're looking at the air source heat pump, but it's all nice and quiet. Just listening. Just hear the slight drone of the air pumps going away. Very, very quiet. Hey, problem solved. Happy with that. Air source heat pump this week. Been exceptionally cold. Really, really worst cold weather we've had so far this winter. Again, £6. It was just trying to remember, £6.38, something like that. It's worked out to be. So it's still under £1 a day in these temperatures. Obviously, it's not running 24 hours a day, but it's on ready to go 24 hours a day. 16 degrees, heating too, under £1 a day. I'm happy with that. But that's my pond, that's my setup, and it's my part of the country. So that's the thing to remember. So, you know, me giving the price of how much it's costing to run, it's literally for me and my situation. It's only meant as a guide for anybody who's sort of thinking about getting one. Sort of just give you a rough idea of how much it is. Obviously, depending on the size of your pond, where you are in the country, whether you're covered, uncovered, what sort of insulation you got, whether you're in ground, above ground, on the side of a mountain, you know, indoors, outdoors, whatever. You know, so many variables. So it's only meant as a guide, a rough guide as what it's going to cost you to run if you do get one. But like I said, at the moment, under £1 a day, you know, comfortably under £1 a day for mine. You know, heating to 16 degrees, and temperatures this week, I mean, struggled to climb above zero for most of it. So I'm happy. You know, hell of a lot cheaper to run than what the old inline was. And you know, in these temperatures, I mean, that would have been costing me sort of like 9 on 10, 12 quid a day to run one of them. So hell of a difference. Anyway, that's it for this week. Next week I'm going to use the free chlorine tester. show you how that goes, and also little handy food storage solution for your koi food. I know we've all been trying to get hold of these sake hikari bins and things like that, but found something else. Show you next week. And what else? Probably have a look at the koi and see what else next week brings. Alright guys, stay safe. Crazy old world out there. You know, look after yourselves. If you're in tier 4, you know, just keep yourselves nice and safe. And hopefully we'll see you next week. And remember, it's not a hobby, it's a lifestyle. Take care everybody. Happy New Year.